Okay, so this is already the longest video, so this is the shortest introduction I'm going to try and do. This is a bit of a day to night Valentine's look. It starts off your hair in French pleats to give you the lovely waves, which is obviously a very practical hairstyle for work, for school, whatever you need to do during the day, if you have something special afterwards. The eye makeup is very neutral, so you can wear that to school or work if you want to, and then obviously you can jazz up with a really dark lip or a red lip or whatever your preference is. So I will let you go on to the video before this is like a half-hour long tutorial. Bye guys! Okay, so as you can see there is no foundation on because I just came out the shower and I'm going to bed after this, so there's no point, so please no comments. I know my skin's bad, you don't need to tell me. Okay, so the moment I've got my hair in a centre parting and I've separated out my fringe because I'm keeping that straight. I didn't do that on camera because, you know, it's kind of fiddly and it's not exactly complicated. So I've put a bobble around the bit of hair that I'm doing second. I'm using these Babbless All Day Hold ones because they're nice and small and they've not got any metal bits on them, so they're not going to snag your hair, and the size of them just makes it easier when you're working with, you know, only half your hair or whatever, you know, not all of it. So I'm going to put some mousse in my hair, but I read something in a magazine the other day saying that if your mousse is making your hair crunchy, which this did last time, but only in certain areas, so it might have just been that I put too much in, to mix in like a shine serum type stuff. So I'm going to give that a shot today and let you know how that went on. So I'm just going to take the mousse into the palm of my hand. According to the magazine, you put a little hole in the middle of it and squirt the serum in there and then mix them together. So I'm just putting a wee bit in. Wow, that killed the volume on my mousse. Okay, so now you're just going to kind of work it through your hair. Focus it mainly kind of on the ends rather than up at the roots, because when we start pleating the hair, most of the hair up here at the front and at the back and the very top isn't really going to be in the pleats, so there's not much point. Okay, so just work it through until you feel like you've probably got mousse on all of your hair, and then I'm going to do the pleats kind of to the back of my head, and that's just so that if you do them to the front of your head, there's going to be... I pulled one of my earrings out, that's impressive. If you do it to the front of your head, then the hair at the back isn't going to be in the pleats so much, and you're just going to have a flatter looking section of hair. And if you do that at the front, so the flatter bits at the front, then obviously it just looks like it's tapering out, and it's supposed to be like that, and you're going to have less volume in the front, which works for me because, as you've seen from the intro, I wear a hairband when I do my hair like this. So, for French pleating, all you want to do, as I said, we're kind of working towards the back of the head. You want to make sure as you're going that there's no tugs in your hair, because I can't brush my hair when it's wavy, it goes and so I'm guessing that's going to apply for the majority of you as well, unless you have super hair. So what we're going to do is going to take one small section of hair, fairly central, right at the top here. Oh, you can see. And you just want to split that into three, like with an ordinary pleat. Okay, and then kind of pleat it once to each side. So cross over from the left and cross over from the right. Okay, so then when you go to do your next bit of pleating, what you want to do is take some of the hair that's loose. So just separate it along your fingers and add it on like so. And then pleat it over normally. And now this next one's going to be easier to see because it's the front. So we've got the thin normal bit here. And I'm just going to take hair like that and add it in together and pleat. Alright, so we're just going to do that all the way down until you run out of loose hair. Okay, I'm just going to show you one more at the front. Okay, so as I said, going to make sure that you've got no tugs as you go along, so just kind of get all three strands into one hand, and I'm using a tangle teaser. These are supposed to be really good for not breaking your hair when it's wet because of how soft they are. Okay. and as before, just section like that. I'm actually going to stop the camera just now until I get to the bottom because it's really repetitive and it'll take up too much time. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so as you can see I went on doing the other side of my hair just so I can show you the finished product in one video. I'm now near the bottom, so I have very little loose hair left, which I'm not going to be able to show you because it's awkward. But we're now at the stage where when we're taking up the loose hair, it's actually coming from underneath the plate. So I just wanted to comment on the fact that that's totally normal. So what I'm doing now is scooping up rather than straight across. All works out the same in the end. Okay, and then you'll just find that you're at a stage where there's no loose hair and you're just pleating as normal. So at this point I tend to bring it round to the front because my arms are sore and it's already fixed my head going in that direction, so it doesn't matter that I'm holding it forwards. Oops. Okay, so then you just pleat it normally as far down as you can. The only thing I hate about doing this is the mousse makes my hands feel sticky and I want to run away and wash them, but I can't because I'm holding on to my hair. Okay, so we're reaching the ends. My hair's so skinny at the end of the plaits that if I tried to do this with a normal hair bobble I'd be twisting it around like a dozen times or something. Okay, so that is your finished product. I personally have no problems leaving my hair like this. Let's see whether I can show you how much to the back they are. Doesn't really matter how neat they are because, well, actually yeah, for this video it does because we're going to be talking about day to night. But in general, if you're just doing it because you want to have wavy hair, it doesn't matter. I don't normally wear my hair like this. Okay, so I just left the parting my friends till last because I just wanted my friends out of the way when I was doing it. So I'm just going to go to bed with my hair like this now. Actually, I'm going to go watch TV so it's a bit drier, but anyway. And I will see you tomorrow morning. We'll be doing the makeup look and releasing the hair. Bye guys. Okay, so for me it's tomorrow morning, for you it's 2 seconds later. As you can see, I've straightened my fringe a little bit already and I've got started on the makeup. Okay, so as you can see it's just kind of a nice pin-up eye, and I've not put on my mascara on that eye yet, but I'm just going to mascara it all in one go. So I'm mainly using my 88 palette again. However, I'm also going to use Blanc type because as you can see a lot of the colours down this side on my 88 palette are empty, and so yeah, I've lost the kind of flesh toned one. So I'm just going to take a MAC 227 and place that all over my eye. And I'm just going to make it a little bit thicker on the lid and a little bit thicker up under my brow bone. Okay, and as ever, Urban Decay primer potion all the way. So we're actually just going to use the 224 brush, or you know, a fluffy blending brush that looks like this, for all the colour in this eye because we want it to be quite a soft wash but still in the crease. So the colours I'm going to use are this one here, so the second last row and fourth down, and 4 rows in from this side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down. This kind of plummy, shimmery purple. But I'm also going to mix in a little bit of the purple underneath just to give it a little bit more colour. If you wanted to go really, really Valentine's with this, obviously you could mix some of the baby pink in with your lid colour and go a little bit more purpley on the crease colour, but I'm not going to do that. So we're going to start off with that brown colour. I'm just going to put it lightly on my brush and then lightly trace it through the crease. Okay, and when I flip my brush and I think like that, I'm just going to remove excess product so that I can blend it out without applying too much more. So as you can see, that just gives you a nice natural looking shadow, a bit of definition. Okay, I've got a vein right there in my eye, by the way, in case anybody's wondering why this looks funny. So next I'm going to go into that plummy brown colour with a little bit of the plummy purple colour with a little bit of the purple underneath. Tap off any excess and just go back over that. And as you can see, that just gives it a little bit more drama, a bit more warmth because it's that plum, and I like it. Okay. If you find that that's kind of dusted onto your lid and you've lost some of the brightness, just take your 227 and pat back over there and brighten it up again. So that's pretty much it for the eyes. If you want, you can put in a shimmery highlight colour. I'm going to use Pink Opal just because it's pinky and it's Valentine's Day, and it's just a white with pink shimmer duochrome in it. I'm just going to pop that right up under the brow bone there. And on the other eye. And next I'm just going to take my eyeliner. For me it's MAC's Black Track Fluid Line. I've just opened a new jar and it's so much easier than my old jar, which was drying out. Like, I've had it for about 2 years or something, so. Okay, so I'm just using a really tiny 210 liner brush. Okay, so we're just doing kind of 50s flicked out liner, very narrow on the inside and then broadening out in a little flick. Okay, as you can see, it didn't start on the inside of my eye. Obviously when you've just dipped your brush in, that's when you get most product, so when you've got loads of product in your brush, that's not when you want to try and do the tiny bits. Okay, when you've got that looking nice and smooth, mine isn't great, but I don't want to waste so much time doing it on camera or you guys will get so bored. You just want to do a little flick on the outside, make sure it matches that one, and you want to stop your normal line just before the edge of your lashes and then work in a little wing pointing up the way. I've made a total mess of mine, but anyway. Okay, total mess, but anyway, you get the idea. And I keep my wings quite thick because that kind of goes with the look. And then just make sure that you blend into the rest of the eyeliner. The other side's a much better example. Okay, I'll fix that up later off camera because you guys really don't need to watch me twiddling with eyeliner constantly. So next I'm just going to put on mascara. I'm using my Fresh Firebird and Supernova combo that I always use. So Firebird first, which is the lengthening one. I'm just going to pull my lashes slightly to the outside to match up with that cat eye look from the liner. Okay, and then Supernova on top of that. Okay, so that is that for the eyes. I don't put mascara on my bottom lashes for this look because, I don't know, I just think it looks better without them. Blush, I'm not going to go for a very strong blush because we're going to end up with strong lips, so I'm just using Also Fair Beauty Powder from Venus Villains. Just enough to make me look not dead, which is never a good look when you're on a date. Okay, so lips. During the day, you can go for, you know, a wee pinky gloss. This is a Too Faced lip injection one. It's also going to give you a bit more volume in your lips. You can just wear a lip balm so your lips are nice and moisturised and kissable by the time you go on your date. Or something like MAC Slim Shine Assertive is a really nice colour to go with this. It's kind of reddy brown with a nice shimmer and gloss, and it's got lots of moisture in it. But for night, I'm going to go for a really dramatic lip, and that's what I'm going to show you just now. I've already got some lip balm on, so got off the worst of that. And I'm going to quickly line my lips with Night Moth. At least I hope it's going to be quick. Okay, and I'm just going to fill them in as well. Blend it all together a little bit so it's all smooth and there's no gaps. Touch up if there are gaps. Okay, and for lipstick I'm going to use this Gemma Kid Makeup School one in Cleopatra. It's really dinky lipstick, the other side is just like a lip balm stuff. Okay, and then just neaten up the edges with concealer or your finger. It's really up to you. Anyway, for me, that's the dramatic thing. And now we're going to fix the hair. As I said, you know, I've straightened my fringe. I'm going to leave that separate. I like wearing a hairband when I've got my hair wavy, and I'm just going to put on this one. But first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to take some kind of smoothing serum-y type product. I'm going to use Dumb Blonde smoothing stuff from Bedhead because I love how this smells, and it's baby pink and it just kind of goes with the Valentine's theme. So you just get a little bit of that on your fingers, and because we've slept in this, what you're just going to do is going to rub over, kind of following the direction of the pleats. So from the front you're going like that, and the back you're going like that, pushing the hair kind of back into the pleat and smoothing over it, and when you're going down the lens just roll in like that, following the direction of the braid. Okay, and if you're rubbing the back of your braid, it goes out the way, not in the way. This just gives a little bit of extra definition, smooths everything out, because you don't want frizzy waves. Okay, and I'm just going to put my hairband in just now while the hair is all tied back, because that's easier. And I love this one. What way up does it go? That way up. I believe this was from Accessorize. So flip the pleats out. Make sure your fringe is on the right side of it. That is not smooth. Okay. So obviously, if you leave the pleats in while you're at work, it's nice and practical, or if you're at school, it looks respectable, your hair's out your way. If you do an active job, it's not getting in the way, it's great. And then all you need to do at the end of the day is pick them out like this. Oh, about the dark lipstick, some of you might not want to go down that route if you're definitely going to be getting kisses on your date. You might want to go for more of a stain or a long wear lip colour. Personally, I don't have a Valentine, so I'm going to go to uni and wear jeans and stuff. So, yeah. Okay, my hair definitely feels less crunchy, so I think that serum trick worked. As you can see, we have lovely glossy looking waves. And this is going to be a really long video. There you go, and as you can see we've got wavy hair, a very look at me mouth, makes your eyes look nice and bright and wide. It's great for a date, that's where you want your date to be looking. And your hair's not crunchy, it's not dried out, so it's still very touchable, and it literally took 2 minutes from the morning, you know, to really jazz this up by putting on the dark lip and releasing the hair. If you want to jazz it up further, false eyelashes are a great addition to this, but I don't think I'd want to be trying to do them after uni when I'm rushing off. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye!